Good morning. I'm vlogging for Dewey's 24-hour readathon. I might be a little crazy, but let me show you my reading plans. So I have very lofty ambitions, and that is because I have very high hopes in reading the entirety of Vanity Fair this weekend. So it's going to be more like a weekend vlog, but we'll talk about Dewey completely. So can I do this? Check it out all weekend long. But that's not my first book of this vlog. No, I am doing the coin flip. Now, yes, it's 2 a.m. and not 5 a.m. on Pacific time. But I did the coin flip already because I'm not going to be up at 5 a.m. technically for the start. Now, I was choosing my first book, and I am reading Emily Dickinson's Letters. This one I need to finish. I really want to finish this weekend. And Wolf Hall by Hilary Mantel. I have 150 pages left in this, so I need to finish both of these this weekend. And I need to finish them pretty quick. So I figured, why not do these for my coin toss? So Wolf Hall was Tails as It's a Wolf, and Emily Dickinson was Ted's as It's a Person. So as I put here, you can see it came up with Tails. So we're finishing off Wolf Hall as my first book. That's going to be as soon as I wake up in the morning. I'm going to go to bed, hopefully get some sleep before getting into the craziness of the day. I'm going to finish off Wolf Hall, finish off Emily Dickinson's Letters, read Vanity Fair, maybe have a good reading day, I hope. Welcome to my vlog. Good morning. It's 10 o'clock now. I have finished my first book, which is Wolf Hall. Now, it is huge. I did not just read it all in this readathon. Don't worry. I still technically have my bookmark in here, but I read about 130 pages of this, but man, I don't love this book. I need to put down the camera so I can actually talk about this. So 1 second. The screen door is open, so I'm sorry if you hear anything. Like I said, it's 10 a.m. I've just been listening to my audiobook, so I haven't gotten ready for the day at all. I have been grudgingly listening to my audiobook because I needed to finish Wolf Hall today. I did not love this book. I am giving it 3 stars grudgingly. Wolf Hall is by Hilary Mantel, and it was just not something I expected. I've heard amazing things about this. This follows the time of Henry VIII when he was marrying Anne Boleyn, when he was trying to get rid of Catherine of Aragon and trying to get married to Anne Boleyn, and then also all the way through their marriage. It was just not what I wanted. I've heard so many amazing things about this book, and it just didn't live up to the hype. I don't even know what Wolf Hall is, to be honest. As I was reading this book, I was like, where is Wolf Hall? I don't get it, even still. This book just felt heavy in not a great way. I don't know how else to really say it. It just was kind of depressing in not an engaging manner. You're following Thomas Cromwell as he is a young boy leaving his home, which was with his blacksmith father, who was abusive, and then following him as he works for the bishop and going all the way through to working for the king, all the way through that whole controversy with trying to get Anne Boleyn on the throne. It's just that story. However, you don't really know what Thomas Cromwell is doing half the time. You don't know where he wants to be. You don't know who he's wanting to work with. And he's your main perspective. He's your main guy. You don't know if he's the hero, he's the villain. You don't know his ambitions, his dreams. You don't know anything. And on top of that, he seems to be very apathetic of a leader, of a main perspective. And then as well, the women in this book were so infuriating. You have Anne Boleyn, who's such a villainous character, and I feel so strongly about the women in medieval times. They were so tied down. They had no options. And this book, Wolf Hall, just showed them at their worst, their potential worst. This showed them as men wanted them to be seen at those days. Anne was a seductress, a harlot. She didn't care anything about anyone. And she did make some really bad choices. I'm not excusing them. But at the same time, she didn't have options. And then you have Mary Boleyn, who I personally feel very sorry for. She was married to another man. And when the king showed interest in you, you had no choice but to accept it. And so you had to sleep with the king, even if you didn't like him. Maybe she did, but you don't have a choice. And then your sister's showing interest in the king, so then you have to still sleep with him, even though he's pursuing your sister. And, it's just... Mary was shown to be a seductress, shown to be showing interest in Cromwell. I did not like the portrayal of Mary, and then Jane Seymour was shown to be angelic, and just this little wide-eyed girl who knew nothing what was going on. I didn't like the women in this book. I felt like they were shown to be very one-note, and I did not appreciate that. So this was just a frustrating read in regards to that. I will link down below a review that I saw written by M.L. Rio, and I fully agree with what she said, but that's kind of my thoughts on this book. So that was my first one. I read 130 pages, 140 pages of it, so technically my first read of this. Then I will be reading Emily Dickinson's letters. I will be trying to finish off some of this. I think I have 130 pages left of this one. It's very short, and I have been really enjoying these letters. However, I am not able to physically read them often. I'm hopefully in a good headspace to read it right now. There are no e-copies of this book and no audiobooks, so I've been forced to read it physically when I can. So that's my goal for right now. And then, like I said last night, Vanity Fair. So we'll see how we do today. I do want to go for a little bit of a walk. It is looking rainy today. We'll see if that happens. And yeah, I also do need to get ready for the day. At the very least, make some breakfast. Who knows? But let's see where the day takes us. So I just sat down to read Emily Dickinson's letters. I set myself a 30-minute timer, and I started at page 108. This book is 242 pages long, and I literally just finished it in 33 minutes. I finished 134 pages in 33 minutes. It's a very small book, and it's letters, but so good. Emily Dickinson is such an amazing woman, and her letters were so engaging. I wish she was someone I could talk to. I wish I could discuss her life with her. She was an incredible writer. She knew how to get her point across. I love her relationship with her brother, the way she was just communicating with him. And I know we didn't get to see her letters to her sister because she was often with her sister in person, but you could tell that she was close with her sister as well. Her letters to her friends, I loved those because Emily Dickinson had a chronic illness, which I'm not really sure about, but she does discuss her chronic illness in some forms, and I have chronic migraines. And so it was wonderful to see that. And it was also wonderful to see how blunt she was with her friends sometimes. Her friends aspect in this her friends section was really wonderful to see. And I think the way I'm going to critique this book or rate this book is going to be by the structure of it, because obviously I'm not going to critique Emily Dickinson's letters themselves. This was formatted into different sections. So her parents, her school life, her friends, her flowers even had a section. I felt so emotional reading the grieving section and mourning section. And then it went straight from that into gossip, which I felt was a really weird transition. So I'm going to give this a 4-star because there were a few weird transition moments between sections, but really good. Such a small book, but amazing letter collection. I really loved it. So I really am wanting to know more about Emily Dickinson now. I will be having a dedicated review out about this one and a couple other Emily Dickinson at least, books. So keep your eye peeled for that. But yeah, I didn't expect to finish it in a half-hour reading sprint that I created for myself. So now I'm gonna go get ready for the day, and then I guess I'll start Vanity Fair. I also was communicating with Janelle from Too Fond of Books. I'll link her down below. We're buddy reading Year of Wonder together, and I need to read my section of that tomorrow. Or actually finish the book tomorrow. So maybe I'll do that today if I have time. But like I said, Vanity Fair is my goal for today, and it's like 750 pages. So I don't know if that's a feasible thing to read Year of Wonder as well. So let me hop in the shower and then we'll do this today. Also, I realized that I wanted to finish off the entire bingo board if possible, book-wise at least. And the children's book, I am currently actually reading The Case of the Marquess, which is the first book in the Enola Holmes series by Nancy Springer, I think is her last name. So I have that on audio and also on ebook form. So I'm gonna probably listen to that while I get stuff done. So that's another book I have on the go, but I started that yesterday and it is really fun. It's a short audiobook, which is always great. So I just managed to get all clean and I am feeling a little bit better headache-wise. I didn't mention earlier, but I was having a rough headache morning, and so I listened to Wolf Hall and then I managed to read really well, so I figured it might be actually a good headache day even in spite of me feeling not so great. But then I was thinking, where am I on my TBR clue? Now I'm gonna move over a little bit so I can show you what I mean. Now, if you are new to my channel and this is your first video, I do a TBR game every month where I read books for my TBR game, where I have cards that I designate to each room of clue, and every month I have to read a book for that room, and then I can reveal those cards. And if I don't reveal those cards, I have to guess who done it, who did it in which room with which weapon, who murdered Mr. Body. And then if I don't get it right, I have to read a book from a TBR jar. Now, I was getting worried and I was like, I DNF'd my only book that has an author's name that starts with N. So I was like getting paranoid. I also was kind of in a reading slump because I wasn't liking Wolf Hall and I didn't want to read anything. So I was like, I need to know exactly how many books I have left on this TBR. So I went through my books that I have left and here's my TBR board. If you can see, I have only 3 rooms left to read, which is super exciting. So one of the rooms I have to read for is Year of Wonder, which I have half of it left and I will be reading that tomorrow. I'm not reading it for Dewey. I'm gonna read it tomorrow. I plan to just blitz through it and I'm gonna love it, I'm positive. And then I have Vanity Fair, which I really want to read. I am like kind of given myself this challenge and I'm like, I am going to do it. Even though it's huge, it's chunky, and I want to. I really want to just prove it to myself. And then if not, I'll just read a really short reread in the next couple days. But then my end book was a problem. So I found that the case of the missing Marquess, I don't know how you pronounce that because that's not a normal word, like colonel. There's no R in that word. Marquess, I don't know. The Enola Holmes book, book 1. And it's by Nancy Springer, I think. So I'm going to be putting that in on my other one. So I'm really excited. I didn't realize this, and now I'm like all pumped up and ready to read again. So I'm going to jump into Vanity Fair. However, when I read, I also want to know how long it takes me to read this. I have a couple of things going for me in this regard. First of all, it's a reread, so it's not like I'm reading a giant classic for the first time, because it is giant. It's not a small one. It's 760 pages, 750 pages. So it's not like it's a small one, but I have read it before. Secondly, I know everything that's going on in this, and I loved it the first time. It's not like I can even blitz through it because I do want to take notes on it or like put sticky notes in every time certain things happen with Becky Sharp, who is the main character. So I'm kind of hoping I can see how long it takes me, but also I want to just read it and really enjoy this. So I'm going to time it on my Fitbit because I'm not really wanting to use my personal timer on my phone because I might want to film on there. So let's see how long it takes me to read Vanity Fair. I want to finish it all on Dewey, but if not, I'll finish it this weekend. I'm going to give myself a personal goal. And if not on physical form, at least I have it on audiobook and ebook if I need to lie down with the lights off or something for migraine purposes. But I'm really excited. I think finishing Wolf Hall and Emily Dickinson's letters this morning really gave me that push I needed. It gave me adrenaline to finish off more books. Gave me that kick, that reading high. So let's do this. I've been listening to Enola Holmes. I have an hour left of the audiobook, maybe an hour and 15. Really enjoying it so far. I do know the plot because I have watched the Netflix movie, which actually got me into the book originally. I love when movies do that for me. However, now I'm going to listen while baking cookies. So I'm going to make cookies. I haven't made cookies in a long time. I'm gonna make chocolate chip cookies, and then we're gonna share the recipe on Instagram, fulfilling one of the bingo card prompts, and then that will be fun. I'm gonna have some snacks. Yeah, this will be good. I am excited to listen to this audiobook and finish it all up. I have been really enjoying this audiobook. It's been so nice and easy. Nothing really intense, which has a relief, but at the same time it's really kind of slower than the movie because literally halfway in and she's just now like running away from her brothers. So I mean, I guess the movie does take it a little bit faster pace, but that's the way it goes. So we are done cookies. I just realized I forgot to preheat the oven, but they are done. It's been a long time since I've made them. So I don't normally put Smarties in, so it's definitely an adaptation on these, but why not today? I'm gonna put them on a pan. I have made progress in Enola Holmes. I have how many hours left? Let's see. I have 45 minutes left of the audiobook, which is about half, so about an hour and a half left in total. Pretty good progress. Anyways, I'm going to put this together. I am really enjoying this day of reading, relaxing, and just enjoying my time. And I get to bake cookies, which I would not have thought to do aside from the Dewey's Readathon, so I'm glad. So I just finished filming my TBR clue for May. I figured why not, but now it's like 6 o'clock and I still have yet to finish Enola Holmes, and I want to finish a graphic novel. So I'm gonna put on my put on my audiobook, clean up the kitchen, and lie down because my head is requiring lie down time. And then maybe I can get some good sleep tonight because apparently I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night, which is not conducive to a good day in my world. But I'll check in later. We'll see how it goes. I also need to do my thumbnail for tomorrow morning. I edited my video late last night for tomorrow morning, which was great because I didn't have to do it today, but then I forgot to do my thumbnail. So I need to do that too. Anyways, I have things to do. I'm gonna go put on my audiobook and then get ready to lie down. It is 7:30. I'm like crashed hard, but I have cookies. I will leave a recipe of it down in the description box. I love making them. I don't make them though nearly often enough. And then I will be starting Year of Wonder on ebook, which I have from my library. I have about halfway left of this, which I'll try to do tonight, if not tomorrow. But I have kind of decided that I am done Dewey tonight. I finished like every prompt so far on the bingo board, and I am like, I'm happy. I also finished Claudia and the New Girl, which is a graphic novel. It's by Anne M. Martin, and I don't remember the graphic novel artist's name, but it is about Claudia and as she meets a new artist friend and her discovery of responsibilities and how to prioritize friendships and art and jobs. It was okay. It was fine. It was good. Nothing great though, so 3 stars. So I finished that. I finished Enola Holmes, give it 4 stars. It was a great setup. Really enjoyed it. Lots of fun. Great for a 4-hour audiobook. So 4 stars. And I really liked how they did a twist on Sherlock Holmes without being too annoying, because they could turn it annoying. So let's see. Today I finished Emily Dickinson's Letters, Wolf Hall, Claudia and the New Girl, and Enola Holmes. Well, technically, The Case of the Missing Marquess. So 4 books, pretty good. I will try to make progress in this. If I don't care. I'm gonna go to bed. Hopefully my brain is literally screaming. I don't know if you can see because of the glare. Probably not. It's kind of cloudy and my brain is telling me it's going to rain tonight. So if it does, that's why my brain is screaming. And if not, the air pressure is just bad enough. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna sign off for tonight though. I'm gonna have my cookie in peace, and then tomorrow morning I will do some reading after church, and then yeah, we'll see what happens. We're gonna finish out this vlog here. It's only 24-hour one, even though I'm filming this wrap up at 7 o'clock on Sunday night. Today was literally a recovery day. I finished 4 books in one day. I finished Wolf Hall by Hilary Mantel, Emily Dickinson's Letters, and then I finished Enola Holmes, The Case of the Missing Marquess by Nancy Springer, and then I also finished Claudia and the New Girl by Anne M. Martin, and edited and illustrated by Gabrielle, and I can't remember how to pronounce her last name, so the picture's here. I finished a full bingo board. I did not do anything further than 30 pages into Vanity Fair, but I'm counting it because honestly, those were 30 really good pages. I really enjoyed my time with Dewey this year, and I'm excited for October. So I am happy with my progress. How did you do in Dewey? Did you read a lot? Did you complete any books? I would love to hear how you did for your readathon. Also, if you are new here, please subscribe, and if you enjoyed this vlog, please like, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now.